your forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
It's another really nice day across central Illinois, but we expect more cloud cover overnight tonight. We're already seeing that across the area as well. We've got cloudy skies already moving into the area right now, where it is 69 degrees in Champaign, 68 in Mattoon, 70 in Effingham, and we've got cloudy skies, as you can see in our Bratcher weather camera, part of our roofing dive INET overlooking Champaign, technically looking into Urbana on campus. We've got winds that are out of the east right now and around the 5 to 10 mile per hour range. And so coming up as we go through the rest of the night, we'll see more cloud cover. It'll be mild tonight with lows in the middle 50s. And then we're talking about a big-time temperature drop by the time we get to the weekend. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
A student is charged with bringing a gun into a school. Why the safety of others still hasn't been answered yet.
And a tragic period in time in our community.
A police officer accidentally fired his gun and killed a teenager. Why community leaders are coming together 10 years later.
And teachers hit the picket line today. Why there's still a chance they won't strike.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
Parents in Champaign schools have a lot of questions after police say a student brought a loaded gun into a building. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Hundreds of you are responding to our story online with your concerns about what happened at Centennial High School. We tried getting some school leaders to address them today, but it wasn't easy. The teenager accused of bringing the gun to school was in court today. He's facing a felony charge for unlawful use of weapons. WCIA 3's Andy Olson is live at the school now. Andy, so why the felony charge?
Well, Jennifer, attorneys say that it's a felony charge because the student didn't have a FOID card and because he had brought it into the school. I tried getting in contact with several people about school safety in the area, but no one so far has addressed the elephant in the room. On Tuesday, Centennial High School school resource officer arrested a 16-year-old student for a theft that happened off school grounds. During a search, they found a loaded gun and ammunition in his backpack. This arrest came 1 week after 4 Centennial students were arrested after a large fight. A lot of people are asking what's being done to keep students safe now. We tried getting in contact with Champaign schools and the school board. We also reached out to the Champaign Federation of Teachers, the PTA, and Champaign Police. Police say they won't be commenting. The other groups have not responded to our requests. Some state lawmakers proposed having metal detectors installed in Illinois schools last year. The proposal never went anywhere. I reached out to Senators Chapin, Rose, and Scott Bennett. They have not gotten back to me at this point in time. I also asked Representative Carol Ammons about her thoughts on school safety. She says she has no comment at this time. We're going to stay in contact with these outlets to try and get an answer. For now, live at Centennial High School, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
I mean, it's obvious people want to know more about it. Our post was shared, I think, 500 times. So keep working on it, Andy. Thank you. Now, there are no schools in the area that have metal detectors. The closest ones to Champaign would be schools in Joliet. It's been 10 years since a Champaign police officer accidentally killed Keywan Carrington. Some believe the community will forever be impacted by that day.
Carrington was killed when police were responding to a break-in at a home on Vine. Officer Daniel Norvitz and the 15-year-old struggled. Norvitz' gun discharged and Carrington was killed. That shooting was ruled an accident. Today, the Champaign Community Coalition is reflecting on what it did for the future of the community. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live. Courtney, a lot have said that day divided the community.
Yeah, Paul, and for some, that hasn't changed. And some of those people spoke up today saying they don't think enough is being done to help with that cause. Now, many of those people said that they think there should be more activities out there and resources as well for kids in the community. They say they haven't heard about enough ways for youth to get involved in positive programs and organizations. On the other hand, many others believe there are plenty of new programs in existence like CU Fresh Start as well as Walk as One. Sheriff Dustin Harmon was a deputy when Carrington was killed 10 years ago. He says the community is headed in the right direction, but focus on connecting with youth should continue.
One of the trends we're seeing is that offenders of violent crime are getting younger and younger, and so I would like for us to continue to see an emphasis on younger, on youth, on schools, etc. You know, we have self-made kings and those types of groups that we've started forming through the coalition, and I think that aspect is really important.
One woman said also that she believes young people should be connected with more jobs in the community and also notified whenever those job openings do open up and have availability. Now, many of the people who spoke up tonight also mentioned that these changes take time. Obviously, it's been 10 years since that happened, and they encourage other people in the community to get involved in helping those positive changes to happen. Live in Champaign, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
It certainly does take a community. Courtney, thanks.
Decatur police are investigating the death of a toddler. They responded to a home near Leafland Avenue and MLK Drive Monday. The mother called them. Macon County coroner says an autopsy was done on the 19-month-old boy. We are still waiting to hear in those test results. All lanes are back open tonight after a multi-car crash in Vermilion County this morning. It happened near Georgetown at Route 1 and County Road 900 North. 4 people were sent to the hospital after one car hit 3 others in a chain reaction. One car left the road. You see it there. The driver and passenger of the first car were taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. The drivers of the 2 other cars were also taken to the hospital but are expected to survive.
A jury trial has been requested for a police officer in Danville charged with domestic battery and assault. Brian Cornett is accused of throwing his ex-wife to the ground after she got between him and their daughter at a baseball field in July. He's pleaded not guilty. Authorities say he was yelling at his daughter and threatened to beat her and later threatened his ex-wife's current husband. Cornett was ordered to have no contact with any of them and was told to turn in his guns. The director of the Illini Union was in court today. Jamie Singson is charged with aggravated assault for firing a gun in front of his ex-fiancée, Jennifer Thorne. Police say he also threatened to kill himself. Singson was released on bond. A judge ordered he have no contact with Thorne or her house. He also can't have any guns or ammunition. The Decatur Police Department wants your help to keep the community safe.
They want people to register their surveillance cameras. They're hoping this will cut down on crime. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is with us. Now, Jamie, if this sounds familiar, it should. They're not the only police department doing this.
That's right. Months ago, Danville police said businesses and homeowners could start registering their surveillance camera. Springfield police also have an online application to sign up, and now the Decatur Police Department is starting to do the same. Police say this will help them investigate and prevent crimes. If a crime happens in a neighborhood, police can look at the registration data and contact an owner who may have video. Businesses I spoke with said they feel this would be useful and convenient since many already have surveillance cameras.
We do have surveillance cameras, and the importance to them for us is awareability. Folks will see them, less likely to do something wrong because they always feel like they're being watched on that aspect. But also for security reasons, if something were to happen in here, we'd have something to look back on.
The registration is done online. People can register their external security camera locations, system details, and contact information. Back to you.
Thank you. A new Planned Parenthood center is drawing heat while protesters are gathering to fight against it.
Also tonight, some teachers may be walking out where they're giving it one last chance to make a deal or strike.
And it was a very comfortable day once again across Central Illinois with our almanac topping out into the upper 70s. However, we're going to see one more warm day tomorrow, and then after that, things will be drastically cooler thanks to a cold front, which will bring us some showers and storms. We'll have cool temperatures lasting into next week as well, but it'll be sunny. And we'll talk all about that after this.